Welcome in to episode 24 of our Humankind Let's Play series at top difficulty. Yes, my voice is shot. I'm not entirely sure what happened. I think a combination of different things, but basically I have no voice. But the show must go on, as they say. I didn't want to miss an episode, and this is my first time recording on the brand new George Sand update. So, apologies, I'll be sipping some tea in a beautiful Matterspruce mug, which you can find on the merch shop, and probably clearing my throat several times as we go through. Enjoy the raspy goodness of my voice, which is not here during this particular episode. Yeah, there's honey in it, and it feels nice. We are embarking into the industrial era. We have done one episode so far in the industrial era. We are on turn 173, and we're going to start progressing relatively quickly, so long as no wars break out. The industrial era is really fascinating because you end up in this kind of what I like to refer to as like a tech deficit at first. The industrial era has a lot of really crucial techs in it that will help you set up for the contemporary era, for the final era. But you end up in this space, like towards the end of the last era into this one, where you're almost like behind. You feel like even if you're on top of techs, your FIMs start to suffer a little bit. Your stability might start to drop depending on who you're playing. I've found this in quite a few games, not all games, depending on how you're playing and which cultures you're choosing, but I've found this in quite a few. If you would like to catch up on how we got to where we are today, in the description below is a link to episode 1 of the series. You can always start right back at the top and follow us all the way through to here right now. We are playing as the Mexicans because we were having some food trouble. It seems like our food trouble has alleviated, and I have actually no idea what pieces of the update from the George Sand update have transferred over to this save. I like messed around with it just a little bit before hitting the record button. I didn't see anything really obvious, and a lot of the update was kind of vague in its terminology from Amplitude on the George Sand update. So we will see just what might have been impacted if we noticed any major changes and things like that. Obviously, when we start a new game, we'll see a lot of the changes from the George Sand update coming through. But for today, we're going to be doing things on just whatever the save is. Whatever transferred over to this save from the George Sand update is what we're going to be doing. So, all that said, let's jump in to the game, and we will play through the industrial era. We're, of course, here in our capital city of Anug. Population 51, only increased by 1. We're at 50. We're at 50 at the start of the last episode, I'm relatively certain. So it only increased by 1 pop. Our population was slowing down because we had food trouble, right? We should be coming out of that food trouble now, as we have the access to the Mexicans trait, which was 10% food on all food-producing tiles, and other things of that nature. We should be kind of fixing that. Our other problem is stability-related. That probably will not solve itself until when we get to the mass vaccination and everything that comes with, I believe, it's microbiology, right? Up here. We need this tech in order to solve that problem. But I don't think we have anything to check on. I know we're in a naval battle right now. We have to make some decisions about that. I think we could just hit end turn. We could do a quick city check. Oh, we could do... we'll do a quick treaty check. Do a quick treaty check. This is still... I don't know what's going to happen here. Okay, let's go ahead and renounce all of these. We'll just take the... We'll take the diplomacy and the leverage, right? We'll renounce these. 15 leverage, which is good. We have a ton of leverage if this war happens, right? That's kind of what we're banking on if anything happens there.
How you doing, friend?
Are we in an alliance here? We are, okay. We're also trading fully, and no treaties available currently because of what? Oh no, no treaties currently available. Oh, because they're a vassal now again. That's right. I forgot. They got Nox got revassalized by Burley, and so we now have to make all of our deals with Burley. It looks like we're still waiting on that. And Burley, oh, that's right. Burley's capital has currently been taken. And so we actually have no trade with Burley right now either, which is massively impactful on our game because we were trading a lot with Burley. He's been our ally since the very beginning, essentially. And so that's problematic. Obviously, we have a lot of crises here as well. This, we're going to renounce as well.
I can see the bigger picture.
And
let us no longer speak of this.
We'll kind of just run through. We have nothing to do here. Again, this is problematic, and we only have 55 leverage. So that's a little bit more of a problem than it otherwise might be. Well, a lot of our trade has gotten cut off because of the geopolitical situation. Burley's capital of Memphis, or at least his biggest city of Memphis, has been taken by Icarus in that war. That's a pretty big take by Icarus, especially after Icarus had gone to war, lost for a little while Leventa, and then eventually gained it back when he won that war. But the world has been in a state of kind of chaos. A lot of vassalages, a lot of lieges, falling and then growing, and then freedom has been declared in a lot of wars across the board. We obviously wiped out our friend on our continent. They were never actually our friend, but we wiped out Sarge 100 games, 100 days to start the game. But it's been a pretty war-heavy game, to be honest, across the board. Obviously, just the one war for us. We've been holding off on anything else so far. But that may change as Plosive has gained his independence and has been kind of itching to maybe fight with us. We're currently in a large naval battle with Plosive. And he reinforced this fight. Now, we are now evenly matched with him with a couple damaged boats, but we have a couple Karaks, and I'm really interested actually in seeing if we pop a Karak out and find his fleet. If it's all cogs still, which I believe it is, we might be able to, if we can initiate the fight and take first shots, we might be able to wipe out both fleets. We already took one out down here. We might be able to take out the reinforcing fleet as well. I'm a little concerned about, like this. He's got another fleet sitting outside of this battle that could join it as well. So I'm more apt to just sit back here and then see if we can't pick fights later on, possibly. That seems like it might be the way to go, because this fleet is not even engaged in this fight. If he puts, again, they're just cogs. So it's not really threatening against my Karaks necessarily, because Karaks are a huge tech jump above cogs for whatever reason. We could debate the merits of that at some point. I do think that it's kind of ridiculous how good Karaks have gotten ever since the Naval update several patches ago. But these cogs would, the amount of them would cause problems, especially if they got first attack and different things like that, right? So, okay. All that said, let's go ahead and end turn. Should we check on our cities? I think we're doing pretty well. Let's do this. I don't know where this food all of a sudden came from. I'm wondering if that's a part of the update that happened. Because I seem to recall having food trouble in most of our cities. Okay, so we're still... Okay, maybe it's just our capital that's... Yeah, okay, so we're still having food trouble in most of our cities. Okay. And Huatu is still dealing with just ridiculous amounts of stability problems. We're doing everything we can to try to deal with that as we speak, but we're just letting them kind of yin-yang population around. Palataputra also was dealing with food problems. I think we've gotten a couple haciendas in now, and so they're also kind of gotten fixed up, which is good. Agra obviously doing just fine. Just switching everything to expert policy again, getting that food number back to where it needs to be. I don't know what happened here. So something changed. Something changed with the update that reset, that messed with something about farmers' quarters, because I have an extra farmer slot on all my cities, it looks like. I don't know if that was... I don't think it was a change to, to haciendas, maybe. Oh, it may have been. It may have been, because this says +1... No, it just says +1 farmer slot. I don't know. It's interesting to note, like, as you go through these updates, like, what is it going to be? I also feel like we're earning a lot more money per turn. So again, I don't know if that's part and parcel of the update or not, but that number also feels a little bigger than it used to be. So again, we'll have to see how that plays out as we go. Our capital still has a huge queue, so we'll have to deal with that as we go. But okay, let's next turn, and we'll see how things progress as we attempt to avoid wars. Oh, another thing I noticed, we're 1 away from getting our final tenant. So that'd be cool, because we could solve some stability problems by putting in a few extra holy sites if we can get that, the one with the 3 holy sites instead of 1, which would be good. Okay, moving along. Huatu lost pop. We knew that was going to happen. We're all gained pop, so at least we're moving in positive directions in some places. We've got grievances available, and Icarus has got the pacifist. Did he make peace or something? And like give the city back? We'll have to see. Where's this fight happening? No, Icarus and Burley are still fighting. Ooh, that's an interesting fight to reinforce. Why are they fighting right here? Very odd. Right, let's see. No, he still has Memphis. I'm not sure how he's gaining the pacifist trait. Some of those traits are very confusing. How you gain a pacifist trait when you're actively at war and hold someone else's capital and are fighting battles, I don't... There are some weird things about that kind of stuff that are still kind of throwing me off. Here we go. We got our follower. Let's check religion as a whole just to see. Yeah, so our religion is kind of holding strong on our own continent. We're kind of holding off Zoroastrianism from Icarus, which is basically... Burley's got a little bit of his own religion too, so... We have enough to get our final tenet, and that's really all you want. There's no benefit to spread your religion further than this outside of generating grievances for religious grievances and things like that. So... Once you get that final tenet, you don't particularly care what happens with religion in this game, which is why, personally, if I had one suggestion for Amplitude, a rework of religion I think would be fantastic. I would love to see them treat religion just like they treat diplomacy. So a whole set of diplomatic cultures, a whole set of religion cultures, like faith-based cultures, and having faith be an earnable, a star-based earnable, right? I don't need it to be a currency. That's not what I'm asking for, like in other 4X games like Civ. But what I am thinking is it would be nice if faith was more important to the game. In other words, you earn stars just like you would for money or influence. You would earn stars based off of the amount of faith you're generating, over the course of an era. And that would encourage you to actually pursue faith beyond just the tenants, which is really the only reason to pursue it right now. Again, grievances as well if you're going for that. But I would love, that would be my change. Make religion and faith just like you did diplomacy. Come out with some cultures that are just specifically religion based, that like really boost faith stuff, that benefit that. And then change it so that you can earn stars, era stars, based off of faith production, like how much faith you're generating out of your territories. That's my suggestion. All right, let's jump in and pick our tenet. So the only religion that has a tenet currently is Icarus, Zoroastrianism. They took a really nice one, raised monuments. We've spread ourselves out pretty nicely. We've got shamanism, abstain, which in my opinion is by far and away the best in the game. Like, this is the best tenet in the game, is abstain from intoxicants. It's early game. It's like first tenet, or I guess second tenet technically, but it gets you a ton of industry. I mean, it just nets you a ton of industry. We've got some science, and we've got mandate patronage. We're going to go with donate generously. The reason we're going to pick donate generously is you get 3 holy sites instead of 1 with donate generously. None of the others get that. I haven't figured out why that is the case. It's also worth 25 money per alliance and plus 2 money on a religious district. So you're going to get a bunch of money out of it as well. But moreover, you're going to get those holy sites. And if you have stability trouble, that is going to push your stability in a positive way. And if you're trying to spread your religion more, for whatever reason, you would also have extra holy sites to be able to spread that religion. So we'll take donate generously. Beauty. And that will do that for us. Now we'll have the ability to put in 3 more holy sites, which will not only increase our faith generation in case we want to spread further, which again, I just went over, we don't really care about that much now that we have the tenet, but it will also allow us to write the stability in some of our cities. So obviously, right away, we'll probably build one in Huatu, right? Huatu is going to 0% stability. They're at a -5 deficit, actually, which is not great. It's very bad. So we want to try to fix some of the problems in some of those cities. So a holy site will go a long way towards doing that, right? Because you get that plus 20 stability. It's one of the bigger stability gains outside of wonders that you can get in the game, right? So that's probably what we'll be doing. Okay. These boats continue to just kind of sit here. I'm really just using them to keep an eye on this area, so we're just going to keep doing that. We're going to go to Huatu. I'm just going to have them build their own cloud shrine. I know we could put other cities on that and really crank it, but they need to make some haciendas too, so we could put another city on this and just get it out really fast, which might be nice, but you can see we have several sites that might be advantageous. That's a great market site, so I don't want to put it there. That's also a great market quarter site. We're going to hold for market quarters there. I think we just want to put this... Yeah, there's a lot of different places we could put it. and generate, like, good stuff, right? So, I mean, this is all useless land up here. So I think what we'll do is I'll put it right here, because it doesn't change so much what we're going to get out of it. And then it's not on land that's useful at all necessarily. So Let's take it here in Huatu. We'll have them build it. And I think we'll put another city on it. What do we want to put on it? Somebody who's not got a backlog of things they're building currently. Not the capital, that's for sure. Maybe Agra. So I think Agra is just building like haciendas right now. And they have food is fine there. So if we stick that on, we're going to one-turn Cloud Shrine. So we'll have Agra just one-turn Cloud Shrines in where we need it. They actually probably need one themselves. They're dropping to 28%. Like, we have some serious stability issues. We don't even have all our districts in, which is really interesting. So we'll see how that plays out for us. All right, let's check out our naval battle. It doesn't look like he made any moves. Man. Okay, where's this? Oh, this maybe. No, the ships are still there. His ships are still there. I'm really tempted to pop this Karak out and just see. I'm going to do it. It's really a greedy move, and I shouldn't do it. And it's probably going to bite me. I'm going to pop this Karak out. We're going to see. We're going to see where his boats are. We'll move relatively slowly. He might be, like, way up here. In which case, it might not be... Oh, that's our movement. Okay, well, let's pop both our Karaks up then. There's a boat. Yeah, they're just cogs. He's not moving these units.
Acknowledge. Raise the mainsail. Raise the mainsail.
I'm gonna bring my boats around. We might... we might try to go run this attack. Okay, he's moving in. The real thing is are these boats moving here? So he's now, what is he, just deploying his boats? Where are they coming from? Okay, well. I guess we're fighting this, eh? I don't like putting these guys in the fight yet, but it would split them. We might lose some boats doing this, but I think we do it. We'll support these guys with these boats, but they won't fight, I don't think, because they're too damaged, I feel like. Oh, we should have shot just one of them. That's my bad. Uh-oh, yep, okay, there come the boats. The greed does not pay off. And now we're in a massive amount of trouble. Well, we got greedy. We're gonna pay for it. Maybe the Karaks can hold on. We're gonna lose all our cogs. We'll see how many kills we can get. I mean, that's essentially what we're doing here, right? When these boats come in, we're in a little trouble, because they're going to get first shots, right? Let's see, how bad is he going to make it? Is he going to come in? Does he want the kills? He's going to lose a few ships if he does. Doesn't look like he's going to do it. He's just going to hang out. Man, that's confusing to me. Okay, well... I guess we'll just push our guys up. Next turn. Interesting. And that's why we're doing it, right? We do it for the military star. We're gonna get a lot of kills out of this. Very interesting. Okay, well, we were the aggressors in that fight, so we'll get to move first again. So we're not too worried about it. Let's just crank it. Let's crank the turn. Agra gain pop. Huatu is starving still. That's fine. We already knew that. New civics vote. Okay, let's check that out. Plus 20... stability on city you occupy and on garrison, or 50 for... Oh, I don't care about this one at all, really. Plus 5 stability on garrison is probably what we want. It's probably what we have enacted right now, because that gets us something, right? On the garrisons we've built. So this is definitely the one we want. So we'll just swing the vote even harder. Okay, we are downgrading this, it looks like. I don't love that. I don't like pressing anywhere towards this half of this pendulum, and we're pressing towards it. So we might want to swing our own axis back over to world so that we can try to not get on this side of the thing. It just encourages war so much. This we like. This we like. If we can get to this, that'd be nice. So all those things are okay except for this one. That one's questionable at best. Who's voting here? Icarus lost the vote and must now accept the demands. Okay, so this one ended. Oh, it's like, Plosif was asking for 2 places? Oh my goodness. That's a big vote. Icarus now has to decide whether to now go to war again. Okay. That should have some pretty substantial ramifications as well. Interesting. Okay, let's quickly check some treaties.
All those of honest intent may have my ear.
Oh my gosh. I forgot that he wants me to give him, like, everything. Oh, it's funny. I'd love to be trading with him, to be honest, but...
I am so pleased to greet you.
Hi. I guess this got broken. Buy it back. Purchase that back. Our gold has gone through the roof somehow. I don't remember... something changed about our gold income. Because I do not recall having this much gold per turn. Not even close. So I don't think I did anything particular for that. So my assumption is... I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know what I want with Burley now. I guess it's science exchange? I mean, customs unit, he doesn't have anything to trade anymore. Although, if he wins the war or doesn't lose everything, we might be able to reinstitute a lot of trade. So maybe we go customs union.
We would all benefit from growing closer.
That figures.
Don't you think?
Speak.
Plosif is making demands again. I don't love that. But our war score. What if we refuse them? Think he'll go to war with us? Not gonna pay him. Alright, it's fine. I'm just gonna ignore it because he's not demanding it, so. Cool. Alright, let's see what's going on. These guys are still just hanging. Works for me. Altaputra. Let's see. I'm gonna just have you keep building haciendas, even though your stability's dropping like a rock. We're just gonna make sure we get our haciendas in. I want one here, probably. Man, these haciendas do not, like, push the numbers very high. 10 food on a hacienda is... I mean, again, we haven't built a lot of market food quarters. If we build more food quarters, or food districts or whatever, around these haciendas, their numbers will spike pretty nicely, but... Okay, Watu, I'm just going to have you build a hacienda, I think. I'll have Agra put the rest of the stuff in. I don't want that one, though, do I? The 15 food right here. Man. Be a better place for this. Not really. Oh my goodness. Brutal around here. Okay, well, I'm just going to put it here, I guess. We'll just put it there. Alright. The fight... Oh, where's... Hold on. I need to... Before I forget, I want to put... Agra needs to get on... Okay, so 33% at Agra. 44 in Corral. 60 in the capital. 53 in Urum. 19 now in Huatu, so we're at least coming up a little bit. 37 in Palataputra. 30, so we're going to put 1 in Agra. So Agra can build themselves a Cloud Shrine. Where do we want it? Just somewhere in the center, probably, where there's no... It doesn't particularly matter, right? We just want to put it in a space. I guess if we put it up here, it would probably do more faith things for us, but all these, this is all like decent land that we might build out to. We're never going to get out here, right? So we could just put it like on a useless style in here, like right in the center. Let's get that Cloud Shrine in. That's a 2-turn for them, so that's totally fine. And we'll go back to our fight. We're going to go push these guys since he's just sitting his units here. Can I not shoot that guy? Interesting. He's not moving these boats. I don't know why, but he's not moving them. The best part about the Karax is because they are shooting from beyond the range of the cogs. If I shoot from beyond the range of the cogs, they can't shoot back, right? That retaliatory, you know, they changed that a few patches ago. They can't have that retaliatory shot that also damages me, the defensive shot or whatever. They don't really get that because I'm running the attack from outside of their range. At least I think that's true. I didn't see any damage come through on this boat, so that's what I'm assuming is happening. So now the question is, how do we get greedy again? Do we use our Karax to push this other fleet? I think that it's gonna end after this fight, right? So we're gonna lose this battle. We're gonna lose this fight because we have to eliminate all enemies unless we push the attack. Do we push it? I don't know. There's like 6 cogs over there. 7. 7 cogs over there. Man, that's well, heck. We could probably close to a military star, to be honest. Just like formation up. We're probably going to lose the rest of our boats here. I think the Karax might survive. Is he still not going to push it? Unreal! What is he doing? He's just like running his boats away. I mean, I guess he's going to win the fight, right? That's what he's going for, maybe? He's just trying to get a victory out of the fight. You could definitely kill this boat. He's gonna run his other 2 guys away. I'm so confused. Okay, so we got a victory out of that. Okay, so we did get a victory. So we didn't actually have to kill everybody. We just got 42 war support for that because we killed 17 units. We only lost a single boat in that fight. Karax are magnificently good. We also have the Norseman's trait, right? Yeah, so just as a reminder, we also have +2 combat strength on naval units, so we've got a nice little boost, as well as the movement to be able to get across the oceans, even within the fights, right? The +3 movement. The Norsemen are always a sneaky play. They're sneaky good, you know? All right, we got to get our guys healed up, though. That was big. How close are we to our next military star because of that? Boy, we only need 6 more kills to get the top military star. There's 4 right there. There's more cogs. Cool, we'll go fight that army too. Or that navy. Why not? At this point, you know? Alright, let's end turn. We'll just keep rolling. Let's roll. Scientific method, that means we're 9 turns away from microbiology. Which is 9 turns, we're dropping stability like a rock. Oh, the war ended, I think. I think the war ended. Let's see what happened. Oh, it didn't end. I thought it looked like it ended. It said that Burley, my agreements are unfrozen.
Pleasure to see you again.
I don't know. I don't know what that meant. Apparently they were frozen. I thought they were frozen because his capital had been taken, but okay, we gotta get over here. Go this way. It's just me, or is that moving really slow? Did they change the animation speeds as part of the update? I'm very confused. We gotta get into our zone. We'll update those guys too, I think, and then we'll just go hunting some more people. Army wages, yeah, we'll enact this. Beauty. Beauty. We didn't have that enacted, I guess. Interesting. Oh, are we going for another wonder? We're going for another wonder, aren't we? Statue has been claimed. Big Ben still available. That would push our science pretty hard. What do we need to get to? 13.1. Okay, so a couple more turns. Maybe it stays available. That'd be great. That'd be really good. These guys are hanging out. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Let's quick check on our cities. We're building more haciendas. We're dropping stability like a rock. And we need to push science pretty hard. I mean, we're pushing it as hard as we can. Food in our capital is just enormous. Oh, that's because of Angkor Wat. That's why our capital has so much food. Because we have Angkor Wat in our capital. I forgot about that. We didn't pull the strat where we could distribute that food, which would have fixed a lot of our problems as well. But it's fine. We're working towards stuff. Let's keep going. Let's roll. Huatu down again. It's fine. We've just given up on Huatu's population for the time being. We're allowing them to do other things. Ally in need. Who's fighting now? Icarus is fighting everybody. It's fine. I'm not gonna put an envoy into that fight, obviously. All right, these guys need to heal up. Bring them over here. I'm gonna spend the gold to upgrade these guys as well. Just make them all Caracks. All right.
Make full sails.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Get them back together. And now we have 2 Karak navies flying around, which will help us immensely as far as, like, we're going to go attack all of these boats. Look at how many boats he has. The AI is moderately obsessed with making these boats. This is their maintenance alone on all, because we killed 14 boats. We already killed 14 boats in the fight. He's got another 7 stack, and then another 4. All on this side of the map, mind you. Who knows what he has on the other side? Unreal. Almost feel like just bringing these guys around. Fight everybody. I don't know. I'd love for Icarus to bring some boats down here so we can fight those guys, but we'll see. Let's see. Fate of veterans after winning several famous victories for the Empire on the seas. As it turns out, many soldiers now coming to the end of their military lives, hopeful for a dignified older age. With strong nationalistic feeling across the land and many people having family in the Empire's armies, they have much public support. How will you treat your veterans? Again, I love the events in Humankind. This is one of the things that sets this game apart from other Forex strategy games. I think these decisions and the events that come along with them are super fun in this game. We get patriotic. We can honor them. I don't want to push towards this side of the axis. That is bad for... Oh, wow. We're way over on that side of the axis. What happened? That's a change. There is no way we were that far on that side of the axis. Something about the update pushed us really far on that side of the axis. I don't think we were that far over. Unless I made some decisions recently that pushed us that way. Oh, maybe... Oh, maybe it was the Civic that we just adopted from the World Congress. That may have done it, which... in that case, is very problematic for us. Because that's going to push the geopolitical spectrum across that side too, for the World Congress. We better check on that. We can support them. It only costs 300 gold. They need to balance some of these out, right? Obviously, 300 gold is nothing when you're making 1,000 plus a turn, so this should cost more, right? Or we could sideline them. We'll support them with 300 gold. 300 money, that's it, I guess. Okay, I'm going to check this real quick. I'm really worried about this. Yeah, we're pushing dangerously close to this plus 100% war score. We do not want to be at plus 100% war score. That is, honestly, I feel like this is broken. This is another change that I would make if I was Amplitude. Plus 100% war score it creates situations that are completely ridiculous. I had this happen in a previous game I was playing on stream. At twitch.tv/manishboost, and it just made the end of the game complete chaos. We were winning and losing wars at really fast, and the scores were so high you could take like half an empire without ever having like entered their land. It was 100% war score is way too much. Maybe 50% would help this, but it's too much, and we're now trending in that direction. I'm a little scared of that. That could make the game very messy. So we need to try to progress on the other side of that. We need to move in the other direction if at all possible. Now we can claim our wonder. We definitely want to do that if we can. All right, Big Ben's the only one left. Oh, Palace of Versailles is still available. We don't really want that, but it is still available. We don't have any commons quarters. Although I've been thinking for our next Let's Play on this channel, something around commons quarters, seeing as how I could probably count on one hand the number of commons quarters I've ever built in my... How long has this game been out? Since the game came out, I think I could count on one hand the number of commons quarters I've built. So I have an idea in mind for a Let's Play series. St. Basil's is still available as well. Ooh, interesting. +1 faith per district. I mean, it would push our faith over the top. It's not as good as Big Ben though, so we'll just take Big Ben. The science output is simply too good on Big Ben. As we went over last time, the 4 wonders of the industrial era, all very, very good. So let's go ahead and claim that. And we'll probably build it in, because when we move up, we want it in, and we might as well get the science boost now, as opposed to later. Civics osmosis. Do we care about this one? Religious tolerance. We are currently open-minded. We're getting influence on territories. I actually prefer that, but I don't think we have the capability of declining right now because our stability is so bad. Problem is, right, the influence actually gets us stars, and right now, the faith does not. So, but yeah, we're at 48%. That would be minus 50 for 10 turns. It's just not worth it, so we'll just replace it. It's fine, I guess. I suppose. All right, a lot of grievances. A lot of reparations to be claimed, potentially. The war between Icarus and Burleigh has now formally ended. All right, let's see how the war went. Okay, Burleigh has retained Memphis in the war. I don't know if that means he won the war or not, but he did retain Memphis, so we should probably go look at our treaties with Burleigh. What else did he retain? Doesn't look like he lost much. I don't think there's any way he won that war, though, right? I think he lost the war. He was just able to retain his capital somehow. Because he's not vassalized or anything, so... I don't know. Okay, let's go make some deals.
What do you want?
I'm going to renounce these, but I'll leave them up for a little while. Let's go...
Wonderful to see you.
We might as well do monumental contractors, right?
We would all benefit from growing closer.
Perfect.
Don't you think?
I
We're
like
fully
you.
trading already.
Greetings. To what do I owe this pleasure?
Burleigh, why can't we trade, bud? What's up? What happened? I know you have resources. Maybe next turn when the war is over, possibly.
What do you beg for today?
Do we make this demand just to counter this demand? I don't know. We're at full support. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't particularly matter. We'll just leave it sitting for a little while. All right. Well, if he comes out of his land, then we can attack him, right? Wait. He's got boats? Oh, that's an envoy. Oh, man. I just gotta catch his boats, like, in a place where I can get to them. Alright, these guys are hanging. Icarus has still got boats up here. We have to declare war to get to them, so we're not gonna do that, right? Okay, let's get our cities... Let's get our cities building Big Ben. Must be placed on river, once in the world. And I think it can be placed anywhere on a river. It only exploits science, so we're just gonna put it anywhere. Oh no, it needs to, we want it adjacent to a main plaza, right? So we want to put it adjacent to an administrative center. And market quarters also benefit from this. So let's find a spot for it. Typically, we want this in one of our cities that is low on stability as well, because we get stability out of it. Where are we putting market quarters as well? You know what? There's market quarters in Huatu. Has to be on river, though. Oh yeah, Huatu has no river. Huatu has 0 river. That's right. I'd love to find a... What you'd love to find is a coastal river, almost, right? If there was... Oh, right over here, actually? Yeah. Let's see. And you'd want to find, like, oh, like over here, maybe? Yeah, so let's just put it wherever we get the best stability gains, essentially, right? 27, 48, 34, 25. Whoa. 25 in our capital now? Maybe we just put it in our capital. Yikes. Let's read the text one more time. Sorry. Science per market quarter is not important, probably, on this. We just want to take the +8. We probably just want the +8, right? And then we want the stability bonus wherever we can get it. The +8 is probably more important than anything else. Agra's got tons of food. I'm just going to put it in Agra. Let's just get them to build it. 59 turns. We don't want that, so let's get all of our cities building it. Maybe we should leave our capital not building it. Arguably. Maybe our capital. Oh, we're at 1 food over there? Oy. Watu probably shouldn't be building it either. They should be building food stuff, but it doesn't really matter. We could 6-turn it. Okay. Right, let's end the turn, and we'll see what's happening. We might have to check on our cities after this, because in 6 turns, a lot of these cities are going to have issues, potentially. We also have, in 6 turns, we have microbiology. So that's something to keep an eye on. How much is that going to change things for us? And that's really the big question right now, is how much is microbiology going to do for us? Get our Karaks moving around. These guys are still just keeping an eye on the border. Remnants of other faiths. The Empire strives for religious purity, and only believers of the one true faith welcome within your borders. Now with 2 holy sites across your lands, why this didn't trigger before, I do not know. It's time you address the dissidents in your empire who choose not to follow the faith. This is old. We should have had this a long time ago. We're not going to do anything with this one. That should have triggered a long time ago, probably. I don't know why it didn't, actually. That was if it was bugged or something like that. Maybe it got changed. It might have got changed with the update. Is possible. Looking over here. We're checking room. Oh, they're just sitting pretty at 32. Okay. So that's fine. Everyone's just going to build Big Bend. Watu's going to lose Pop at some point, but we were going to lose it either way. Okay. Everything else looks good, except for stability, again. Although we're dropping stability very slowly, so... And a grade star. We actually got a growth star. That's good. I didn't know. Our cities are kind of questionably growing, so... Hi. Get out of my land. We're gaining a lot of war support from that because of the... Ooh. Hi. I'll come fight you. What's up? You made a mistake, Envoy. Wow, the animations are slow. Maybe I need to change that in the settings again? Just using the power of these boats to just bully Explosive right now. Okay, I think we're just ending turn, right? Let's just roll. Let's just roll it. Watu lost Pop again. Oh, we have a bunch of money we could spend. That's true. We could spend money. Religion is actively spreading. I'm gonna go pick this fight. Should be able to retreat now, right? No, just insurrection. You know what? We'll fight it. I like bringing my boats around and blowing stuff up. That was... I don't know why we did that. We do this too. Oh, we got a couple more military kills, get us closer to that 3rd star, just in case we end up picking people off. I want him to reinforce into these fights is what I want, you know? $22 war support. That's a lot. That is a lot. Diplomat starred. Nice, we like that. Watu's starving. What's new? And we got a bunch more leverage. Perfect. All right, let's send this. These guys can go back up here to be close to where the big armies are. And these guys can go back up this way. Guard the borders. I think we're just cranking. Let's just crank. Let's just do it. Move through the turns. Get the wonders in. Get closer to our final era. We're also one turn away from microbiology. And that will set up what we're going to do with the rest of this era, really, right? I dare you. I dare you. I don't want war, but I do want you to venture into the ocean. Take one of your boats into the ocean, into an open territory where we can skirmish freely. I dare you. All right, this next turn is going to be a huge one, and we definitely have enough time to do it, so that's perfect. So Big Ben will be built, so we'll have to reset all of our builds on our cities, and we also will get microbiology. So we're going to see what the effect of microbiology is. We'll look at Agra here. So Agra's at 48%. 48% stability. And instantaneously, we will be getting the minus 20% consumptions. We'll see where the food goes. Let's check the food. And we'll check where stability goes, because we also get mass vaccination, +1 stability per pop. And then we can build further hospitals, right, if we need to push the stability even more. So we're looking at food and stability. We'll just do that here. 62 food and 48% right now. When we end turn, we'll see what happens. Yikes.
Big Ben will give you a visible and official correct time.
We should have looked at Agra.
Now that all the clocks of an entire empire need to agree on it.
They got an extra 20% from Big Ben, I forgot. But you can see, so 20 of this is from Big Ben. But we were at 48, right? So we got a massive boost. In fact, you could just, the numbers are there. We got 41 because it's per pop, right? Max vaccination gets us stability per pop. So instantaneously moving from what was 48 up by 41. And then we got an additional for Big Ben being down. You saw our food went from 60 some to 205 due to that 20% reduction on consumption. That's a ton, as you can see. So food, no longer a problem. Stability in this city, no longer a problem. We're way over the pop cap as well here. And yet we're still producing a ton of food. So we're going to have to obviously try to fix that problem, but still looking pretty good. Yeah, that's such a big tech microbiology. Very helpful. That was big. Oh my gosh, are you serious? You just got park right in front of me? You know I can chase you down, right? Oh, yes. Yep. Oh, no, I can't get to him. Oh, it's okay. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, this guy's going to hang. We're not going to do anything over here. And then we got cities that can be back onto things. So we can further assist by putting in our final 2 cloud shrines. We have 2 more cloud shrines we can put in. So 70% in Palataputra. Agra definitely doesn't need it. Haral definitely doesn't need it. 75 in the capital. 95 in Urim. 52 in Huatu. So I guess Huatu again? Put another one in Huatu? It feels bad because Huatu's just such a, I don't know. The city is just not great, you know? It's just not a great city. I don't know. We'll just put one in here. Where we want to put it? Like out here somewhere. Throw another crowd shrine in. Why not? But we're gonna get we're gonna have Agra build that. Palataputra is 130 food. Do we have all of our all of our stuff is in. We have not all our haciendas in, so let's just get our haciendas done. Then we'll work on other things. I don't love that. Gotta be a better place for it than that. There really isn't. There's no food anywhere here. I guess up here is better though. Like that +10 is better than wasting one of these spots, I think. Just put it on river. Yeah. Okay. Cradle of Humankind. Region of the land of Anug, your prestigious capital, is likely a site of a specific scientific interest. According, at least, to a team of world-renowned archaeologists and paleontologists, there is evidence to suggest, they claim, that it may house remains dating back to the earliest days of humanity. which would answer the lingering questions about our origins. Their excavations cannot continue without your express permission, however. Does science similarly motivate you, or is this an opportunity for a different sort of gain? We could take parsimonious, which would reduce our science, which we do not want. We could assist, which would push our science further and reduce our money, which we actually have too much of right now anyway. We could capitalize on it, but we do not want to move in this direction anymore. It's might be tempting to take 5,000 influence, but I mean, what are we going to use that for? We're only using it to claim wonders, right? So we're just going to assist. We'll take that. Easy science. It'll push our science pretty fast. And now we have to pick a new science. We've been tech to microbiology this entire time in this era so far. So let's go ahead and find our next best thing. Obviously, we're deep in the tree. Like, we went way out here, way deep into the tree. So we can come back, gain some civics, gain some academy. We can push our science a little bit more. I'm going to stay away from the war. The bottom side is typically our war stuff, right? I don't feel like we need it quite yet. I am tempted to get to propeller. It's also a boosted tech for us. Also gets us to whale fishing, which could potentially boost us. Gets us closer to our industrial silos as well, which is a big technology. So I think let's go propeller, and maybe we'll like propeller into like mechanization or something like that. I'm not really sure. We'll go that way for now and keep rolling. Our capital is just still trying to crank through. We still have stupas that are not built here, which is amazing. I mean, I kind of love it, to be honest. Like, it's kind of hilarious. So let's grab at least another turn here. We need to check out our stars as well. Do it on stars. Plosive has the leverage action to my war support. So Plosive may be prepping for war. Oh! Icarus has declared a surprise war on Plosive. So Icarus and Plosive back at it again.
You are merely a bystander to someone else's glory.
Oh, are we not in first anymore? No, we're still in first. Get out of here, narrator. We're winning this game right now. Get out of here. All right, so another war breaking out. Icarus and Plosive just cannot settle their differences. Oh, cool. Wow, that's... I don't understand what you're doing. I don't know why we're moving any of these ships, to be honest. I'm just trying to get, like, each of them 1 star, right? So that's why I'm selecting the one that didn't have a star to make the attack. And you saw that it got a star when I did that, right? I want them to get the benefit of that. How close are we to that military star now? 3? That'd be easy to pick. That'd be easy star to pick up at some point. Well, the boats are doing wonders for us. Okay, I think we'll just go another turn. Well, we should check our treaties, probably.
There's some reason you warrant my time, let alone trust.
We don't. It's fine. Icarus hates us. It's no big deal. We can't make any deals here.
A pleasure.
I don't know. Where did your... What happened here? Early, why can't you trade with me? Where did all your resources go? What happened?
This proposition should be in all our best interests.
Is it because he doesn't want an alliance? I mean, we're in an alliance, so he can't be not trading with me,
A lost
right?
opportunity. I refuse your proposal.
Speak!
I don't understand.
And make it quick.
Yeah, we did attack all of his envoys. Yeah, this is all true. Alright, one more turn. One more! We get to turn 186 here. Any boats in the water? There's gonna be boats in the water? Can you put some boats in the water? That'd be great. Love it. Do I have envoys everywhere? Let's do a quick check on envoys. I know we just got a diplomatic star. I think we have them out. Always good to check. Yeah, 77. Perfect. These boats are still hanging. I don't see anyone to attack, so we'll just hang with them. As per usual. These guys are kind of just gonna sit here, I guess, right? Like, this is, where else might we find boats to attack? All of our envoys are just sitting in the water over here? What are you guys doing? We're on Auto Explore, right? What are you doing in the water? It's not doing anything for us. We'll find some stuff to do. I think we're just going to leave these guys right here. A couple cities left to do stuff with, and then we'll call it an episode. Wow, Batu benefited hugely from the food there. Crazy. we're over pop cap. I mean, I'd love to put in I think we should just, let's finish our haciendas so that when we want to move up, we've got all our haciendas in. 18 food. That's nice. Is that adjacent to? Statue of Zeus? Don't mind that. Let's just do it. Get your haciendas in. Let's get all our haciendas in because we need to. Yeah, this is actually fine. There's no way I'm putting a market quarter here, right? And there's food to be had here, so it's just hacienda here. It's a terrible place for hacienda because we can only put 2 around it, but it's fine. We're not having any food issues currently. Let's keep getting our haciendas in here as well. I don't even know if they built any, to be honest, because we queued them up with like a huge amount of stuff. I don't love this spot for a hacienda either, but you know what? I don't really feel like thinking about it, so just start placing haciendas. That will take us to the end of this episode. I want to check my stars real quick. Agrarian stars were at 1. We'll definitely get a second agrarian star here. I don't know if we'll get the third. With the food we have now, probably actually we might. I'd love to get this last military star. That'd be huge for us. We don't have any science stars yet, which is kind of crazy. So we'll probably try to start pushing science here. Once the haciendas are in and the hamlets are in, probably start to push science as hard as we can because we're maybe a little behind in that area now. Gold I'm never particularly concerned about. Unless you're playing a gold game, like a money-focused game, these stars are really difficult to get. These stars as well, the influence ones, also quite difficult. Unless you're focusing that. So we'll get at least one of these, maybe 2, depending on how fast it goes. We have 1 diplomat star. We'd like to get more of those. We definitely want our builder star, which we're about to get a second one. And the expansionist stars, unless we go to war, this is it. This is all we're going to get, right? So I'm kind of fine with where we're sitting. We are in the lead. Icarus has the ability to move up currently, and we're still winning, which is a huge boon for us. That means he's got more stars in the era than us, but we still have a lead. So we're kind of sitting pretty here. We got another wonder built. That helped a ton. So we're really just going to be focusing on getting these stars, cranking through turns, trying to push science a little bit towards the end of the industrial here. And we'll be cruising towards our potential end game condition once we get to our move up status. Next episode, we might be very close to our move up to the final era because we're, as you can see, kind of cranking through turns relatively quickly here. Thank you so much for tuning in for this episode and for putting up with my voice being absolutely shot. I hope that it is still worthwhile. I had a lot of fun playing it. If you like the content, hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. These videos come out on Sundays, typically, as we're releasing them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.